What's going on, everyone? It's Greg back with some more MIR4, and today I want to go ahead and get into the Mirage content. And to start with the Mirage, we're going to start with the boss raids. And so far, I've attempted to get into 2 of the boss raids. As you can see here, there are 2 different bosses. There's Unsealing and Hurang. I'm probably not saying those right, but those are 2 we got. They do alternate. They each run twice a day and alternate between each other. And I can tell you right now so far that, is it worth it? Probably. If we go look at the EXD, you got to realize as people keep doing these, they're gonna obviously keep giving the items away. They're all X Draco, so if they keep doing that, the market is eventually going to get flooded. So I think the entry fee will scale back with the amount that are out there. So if we look at the recently traded and go through the list a little bit, you can see here that, let's see, one of the Guardian Holy Light sold for 33. This is one correct, yeah, outfit material. Here's one sold for 32. Now one of the mounts sold for 65. But as you can see here, like the first day these were at like 90. So as these continue to get dropped in the raids, the price is going to continue to go down. Let's see if we can find any more of the mounts real quick. Here's another mount at 49. So I'd say right now the mounts are probably worth a little bit more than the armor. So is it worth it? It's hard to say, because the entry fee can vary from boss raid to boss raid. Now the key thing to know is you're gonna need vigor, right? And well, we're in a lockout period, of course, would be while I'm trying to record. But if you go to charge here, you can get 60 vigor for 5 hydra. Sounds a little expensive, right? Well, I mean, it is, like right now it's like 50 bucks. So granted, if you get lucky enough to get an item, at least 30 something hydra for the wearable, and then upwards of like 50 hydra for the mount. So let's look at the last Unseal raid. This one was actually, I was actually kind of at least somewhat close to getting in here. I mean, based on the numbers, I'm sure there were a lot of people in between, but in terms of just the raw numbers, you can see I have 58 now. I bid on 2, so I started at 60. You lose 1 vigor per bid, even if you don't get in. Otherwise you get the rest of it back. So now I'm down to 58, so the most I can bid is 57 on another one. And here you can see this one got all the way down to 61 vigor. Was the lowest bid to get in this one, which actually was better than what I was looking at yesterday. The first 2 I looked at, the lowest was around 120. So it's getting a little bit lower, which kind of makes sense, being that the price is dropping, right? So it's like 30 hydra for one of these items. Now you can think right here, this is like a 5 hydra bid. This is like a 10 hydra bid. This is approaching like more like a 13 14 hydra bid. So yeah, he got one of these, and yeah, you can double your hydra. You can turn around and sell the X Draco. But I don't really know what these things are technically worth right now. They give you a little bit of XP, I believe, in Mirage, but I don't think they're worth it in terms of, like, if you don't get an item, I mean, you pretty much wasted. That's like over 5 hydra wasted right there. So I'm actually like thinking about this. I don't know if I'm actually going to go into a raid. As much as I want to get the content, I still might give it a shot, but I do want to be able to get into a valley at least soon. I want to try to. I don't even know if I'm able to do that. But let's go back and look at where we're at with the Hurang raid. If we look at this, okay, so here's the current battle going on. Can we see the last one? Yeah, we can see the last one. No, maybe not. We're gonna have to wait and see this one. But this current battle, the lowest bid was 82. Top bid was 120. So right now, I just don't think I have a shot at getting in with the little bit of vigor I got. Could I load up some more and try higher? Probably. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how many of these items get distributed. I mean, there could only be like 2. There could be like just 2 in there, or I don't know. I don't know if you can end up with a raid that has none. I'm sure there's always at least a couple, but I don't think you can get any more than 5 or 6. So a lot of people get shafted after a raid. And that one item you get, I don't believe it's necessarily worth it with the bid, the way the bid is right now, because this is like quite a bit of Hydra just right here and all this vigor. So I don't really know if it's worth it. I mean, it is RNG based. If you get lucky, great. But like on the other one, if you like doubling your Hydra, well, let's say you didn't get one the first one, you go to second round, then you just break it even. So here again, this one's worth a little bit more right now. The mount is worth a little bit more, and so you know, it would take a little bit more amount of losses here on the bid to actually, you know, to make it where you're basically a money sink. So right now it's really hard to say that it's necessarily worth it, because I mean, as you continue, you could just wait it out, right? As you wait it out, the price is going to drop because they're just going to keep distributing these, and so supply is going to go up and demand is going to go down because the people who want them are going to get them. Then you're just going to have an abundance of supply of these items to the point where they're pretty much a dime a dozen, and people are probably going to be bidding like 1 or 2 vigor on a raid. And then it's just, you know, a little bit of RNG based. So that's that. What I might do is wait till this finish and record some more. Maybe try to get into one. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put the money into it in terms of trying to do that. I think what I might go ahead and do is get into a valley, or attempt to get into a valley. As you can see here, my roster, if I go to my Mirage, all I have is my main character. My main character, after I got out of the clan, was just under 180k power. So as you see here, I'm at 323k Mirage power, and I don't have a team to put in here, so that means I'm not getting any boosts. I'm not getting that, you know, you can have full team get a 7% boost, so I might not even be able to fight my way into a Red Moon Valley. But I'm gonna make a separate video on that, and we'll see how it goes. For now, that's kind of where I'm at on the raids. I don't think I'm going to try to get in, but hopefully this at least it kind of explains to you the math behind it and whether it's worth it. At least with this, you know, your power doesn't really matter. So if you do want to gamble some Hydra and try to get one of the items, you can. You know, for people who are spenders, like I almost say you may as well just buy the item if you really want it, which is probably what some people already did. But you can always give it a shot and you might get lucky. But is it really worth it? I don't know. Like, it's not like a surefire way to make some money because it's based on RNG. So I don't think I'm gonna gamble again. I might see what the results are of this one and might stick that here in the video here in a second. But otherwise, we're gonna see about getting into a valley. I'll do a separate video on that. As you can see here, they're all full right now, and I don't know how this is going to go. But we'll see. So guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you are liking the content, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, you hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. I'll catch you in the next video.